Hey, Washington. I'm Julie Barrett. I'm the founder of Conservative Ladies of Washington and Conservative Ladies of America. And I wanted to bring you a quick update on the pre-filing for Washington State's legislative session for 2025. Pre-filing started on Monday, December 2nd. We really anticipated that we would have a high volume of bills to look at in advance of the 2025 session starting on January 13th. And that is really not the case. The bills have been very slow to be filed. And primarily, we're seeing bills from Republican legislators in the House and in the state Senate. There might be, I don't know, 3 or 4 from the Democrats. As you can see, there's only like 20, maybe a couple dozen bills that have been filed so far in the first 2 days. I'm recording this video early on Wednesday, so we haven't really seen anything yet for today. Now, one of the things that I wanted to share with you about how the legislative process works is oftentimes bills that do not get passed in the session that they are introduced often come back in a later session under a different bill number. So we are seeing that to be the case with a number of these bills. So let's take a look specifically at Senate Bill 5005, which is concerning transparency, public safety, and independent oversight of the city, county, and regional jail system in Washington state. This is a criminal justice jail reform bill that was introduced last session as Senate Bill 6189. It did have a hearing in the Senate committee, but it did not advance out of committee. I looked up who testified on this because I was curious who supported this bill and who opposed the bill. It was opposed primarily by law enforcement around the state, and it was supported by, of course, left-wing criminal justice advocacy groups. So interesting to see this as one of the first bills that's been filed by the Democrats in this session. But I think it's very interesting to see that the Democrats really seem to be holding back their pre-filing, and they really don't have any incentive to file their bills early and give the other side, give the citizens any kind of heads up as to what they're planning to do. I think we already have a really good idea of what they're going to do. There are a number of Senate and House committee work sessions this month before Christmas. And what they do in the work session is they work on updates and reports from previous legislation. They also work on some of the policies that they're planning to advance in the next session. So a couple of the ones that we're watching pretty closely are the education committees, both in the House and in the Senate, because they are working on passing more mastery-based learning in the state of Washington, basically helping students who are not succeeding academically to have a pathway to graduation. It is not something that we support. In fact, we vehemently oppose it. It is not good for students. It's not good for our society to have people that were just, have these kids that we're just passing through that really haven't mastered academics just at a basic level. The other one that I think a lot of citizens are concerned about is the elections. And those are both heard in the state government committees in both the House and the Senate. And both of those committees are having work sessions this month where they are going to go over the 2024 election results, take a look at the data. So if you are someone who is very concerned about election integrity and transparency in the state of Washington, those are work sessions that I would encourage you to watch. They will both be streamed on tvw.org. You can also go back and watch the replay, which I would encourage you to do that. They also have on their website, they will have folders with all of the documents that are presented during the work session. So I encourage you to look through those and really get to know what's going on, because if you don't know what's going on at a policy level, there's really no way that you're going to be able to change it. So we can be a lot of talk, but if we don't really have an understanding of the fundamentals and what's going on, then there's really no way for us to change it. So I would encourage you to check out those work sessions. But going back to the pre-filed bills, I really don't know, just kind of my hunch that the Democrats are going to hold out for a while yet on dropping their bills, because they really don't have any incentive to push them forward any sooner than they have to. And with the Democrats having a majority in Washington state, they will be able to push through any policies that they so desire. Which we will be looking at more with Second Amendment stuff. Our organization focuses on First Amendment, Second Amendment, right to life, which is abortion, so-called gender affirming care, and assisted suicide. There's a bill, a hospital bill about that, where they're going to force hospitals to provide those services to patients. That is a bill that did not pass the legislature in 2024. And Bob Ferguson has already mentioned that he wants to see that bill come to pass. So we anticipate that as well. Our other area of focus is parental rights and education. So we're watching all of those areas very closely, and sometimes we delve out into other matters, but that's our primary area of focus. If you have questions, or if you have policies that you've heard about or that you've seen filed that you have questions about or you're concerned about, please drop us a comment, or you can always email us at info@conservativeladiesofamerica.com, and someone on our team will get back to you, and happy to have those conversations with you. But that's kind of where we're sitting here at pre-file day 3, and it'll be interesting to see what comes up in the next couple of weeks, and we will bring you updates as we see important policies get pre-filed that we think you need to know about and that we're concerned about, and that we will be working on for the 2025 session. Thanks for watching. Please take action in 2025, and I look forward to seeing you again next time.